African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 3rd of May, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the West Group of troops improved the situation along the front line and defeated the manpower and equipment of the 14th and 44th Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine in the areas of the settlements of Simkovka and Vyreknia, Kharkov region. 3 attacks by assault groups of the 63rd Mechanized, 77th Airmobile Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces and the 1st Brigade of the National Guard were repelled in the areas of the settlements of Berestovoy, Kharkov region, Stelmakovka, and Chervenaya Dybrova, Lugansk People's Republic. The enemy lost up to 355 troops and 2 vehicles. Also hit during the counter-battery fight were a 155mm Polish-made Krab self-propelled artillery mount, a 155mm US-made M777 howitzer, a 155mm US-made M198 howitzer, a 152mm Akatsiya self-propelled artillery mount, a 122mm D30 howitzer, 2 105mm M119 gun made in the USA, 105mm howitzer L119 made in the UK, combat vehicle BM-21 MLRS Grad. Units of the Southern Group of troops occupied more advantageous positions and also defeated the formations of the 79th, 80th Air Assault, 46th Airmobile, 24th Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 4th Brigade of the National Guard in the areas of Spornoye settlements, Konstantinovka and Krasnoarivka of the Donetsk People's Republic. Enemy losses amounted to up to 340 military personnel, a tank, an M113 armored personnel carrier made in the USA, 4 cars, a 152mm D20 howitzer, a 122mm D30 gun, a 105mm L119 howitzer made in Great Britain, as well as the NOTA electronic warfare station. Units of the Center Group of troops, as a result of active actions, improved the tactical position and defeated the formations of the 3rd Assault, 24th, 110th Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 109th Terrestrial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Maersk, Novgorodskoye, Semenovka, and Rozovka Donetsk People's Republic. Also repelled were 10 counterattacks by assault groups of the 68th, 71st Jaeger, 142nd Infantry, 23rd, 100th, 115th Mechanized Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces in the areas of settlements Keramik, Novokolinovo, Okoratino, Solovivo, and Netelovo of the Donetsk Republic. The armed forces of Ukraine lost up to 360 military personnel, a US-made Abrams tank, 2 infantry fighting vehicles, 2 armored combat vehicles, 5 pickup trucks, a 155mm M109 Paladin self-propelled artillery mount made in the USA, a 152mm Czech-made Dana M2 self-propelled gun, 152mm howitzer MSTAB, as well as 2 122mm howitzers D30. Units of the Vostok Group of troops occupied more advantageous positions and defeated the formations of the 58th Motorized Infantry Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces and the 128th Terrestrial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Staromerskoye and Prechistovka of the Donetsk People's Republic. In the area of the village of Urozhenoye, Donetsk People's Republic, 3 counterattacks by assault groups of the 106th Terrestrial Defense Brigade were repelled. Enemy losses amounted to up to 135 military personnel, 2 vehicles, as well as a US-made 155mm M777 howitzer. Units of the Dnieper Group of troops inflicted fire on concentrations of manpower of the 35th Marine Brigade and the 121st Terrorist Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Mykolovka and Ivanovka, Kherson region. The enemy lost up to 30 military personnel, 3 vehicles, a 155mm M109 Paladin self-propelled artillery mount, and a US-made 155mm M777 howitzer. Operational tactical aviation, missile forces, and artillery of groupings of troops of the armed forces of the Russian Federation destroyed, an illumination and guidance radar with 2 launchers of the S-300PT anti-aircraft missile system, as well as a launcher of the Iris-T anti-aircraft missile system manufactured in Germany. In addition, the Balivnoye depot was hit, from which fuel was supplied to military units of the armed forces of Ukraine, as well as enemy manpower and military equipment in 102 districts. Over the past 24 hours, air defense systems have shot down 40 Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as 3 Hammer-guided bombs made in France. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 593 aircraft, 270 helicopters, 23,713 unmanned aerial vehicles, 512 anti-aircraft missile systems, 15,908 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,278 combat vehicles of multiple launch rocket systems, 9,276 field artillery guns and mortars, and also 21,457 units of special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.